Some time back I spoke on the air to Catherine, and she was telling the story of a couple of years ago her parents passed away within a matter of days of each other. In actual fact, she was at her father's funeral when her mother died at the funeral. Do you recall that conversation? They stopped the funeral and ended up burying both father and mother. And she cleared out her parents' home, and after everything was finished, she was left with about €6,000 from her parents' estate after it was settled. And she had the choice then of using the money for what she needed, which was either to buy a little car for herself or get the garden done. She decided to put in a memorial garden, and she hired what she thought was home improvement specialists at the time. They wrecked it and completely destroyed it, left the back garden like a building site, cement everywhere, and just, oh my God, it was awful, the photographs of it. I think something like €3,000 passed between herself and these so-called home improvement specialists. It was awful. Now, she did report them to Revenue and reported them to Social Welfare and got onto the guards and the fraud squad. We got involved in the case at the same time. Couldn't get any response. I believe that those individuals are still trading and back trading and continuing to do business. That was the story. But in typical Cork fashion, when I was chatting with Catherine, the help started to come in from those in the trade, reputable individuals and companies who wanted to help her and sort out, the devastating state that her garden, this should have been a memorial garden. I mean, it was just like a building site. It was just shocking. But this is just a couple of minutes of my conversation back in the day with Catherine some months back.
And the thing is, Neil, it was supposed to be for my father.
I know.
It was supposed to be for my parents.
Did you tell?
Nothing there.
Did they know that?
They did. I told them the story.
The heartlessness of it.
Is Neil, how anyone can sleep at night? Because I honest to God, Neil, myself and my husband were two decent people.
And did your husband give the 4,000 cash on top of the other 3,000 cash
He gave them whatever they wanted.
Out of fear.
He just gave it to them. And even this morning, he was so upset. He didn't want me to do this, but I'm carrying this for 2 years inside me. It's just terrible.
I mean, the way people are taking advantage of it.
Open the door. The cement has gone up to the door. We can't open the door. He's cemented up to the door. We can't go out the back. We can't go out.
But what in the name of God were they doing if they were there that long that they couldn't get it right, unless they just haven't a clue what they're doing in the first place? A lot of people, incidentally, do just pay up to be rid of them. And sometimes a lot of people pay up because they are in fear, Catherine, and they think...
I know, but Neil, it's that way to it, because it was all... I'll be honest with you. I had money saved to get a small car for myself, and I don't care. I don't care if I have one or not. I really don't. But I think I was so heartbroken, and I told him that. I said, "Look, I have this to buy a car. I'll do out the car." I said, "I need the garden because of what I was going through." And I can't believe that he'd do it to me.
Well, you decided,
and to look out every day, it's just depressing.
It's heartbreaking.
It's hard. And the thing is, I had said to him as well, like with myself and my husband, all I want is we sit out the back with our two dogs. It's what we do. We don't go anywhere much. He's not able. My husband isn't able anyway. I mean, thank God I'm able to walk again. But just to be able, all we wanted, why I felt the back was important as well, because we could sit out there. But it's killing me looking out. It's driving me insane.
For €7,000, you would have got a fantastic job done by people who are professional. You just would have got.
And isn't that neat? We don't even have a paving slab from him, and he took all this. He took everything we had. He took all the tools, the hose, you name it. That was up in the shed. They took it.
They took everything from your shed, including like all of your dad's things.
Yeah. Oh, they're all gone. They're all gone. They robbed everything.
Top of everything, they robbed everything as well. She got 6,000 from her parents' estate, but forgive me, I may have given out an incorrect amount of money earlier. She actually paid over €7,000 in cash. And if you saw the photographs of videos, and we'll share them again on social media at midday, you see the before and after. But I can tell you one thing now, I want Catherine's garden. I really do. Catherine.
Good morning, Neil.
I'm green with envy when I see the job that Southern Green Homes did for you. It's unreal.
Unbelievable. I'm up in the clouds. I haven't come down yet.
It's like the new gardens up in the Montenotte Hotel that I visited last week. It is stunning.
Luxury.
How do you feel?
I'll be honest, Neil, I don't think anybody would understand the change it has made to us. I just can't. I got up just the morning and I came down, and to see Tom he was sitting outside with the 2 dogs, like, it's just meant the world. It might be a simple thing to somebody, but, like, it's just, I have no words. I mean, I can say thank you 100 times over to yourselves, to everybody, and to Southern Green Homes, to Paul, Alan, who was here, and Martin. I have to say, Neil, Alan was here, and Martin injured his leg. Alan was here, and I never saw anybody to work so hard. They came and they worked all day. From day one, wouldn't take a cup of tea. Would go out, have their lunch, brought their lunch with them, back in, work. Unbelievable.
How long did it take?
Well, you see, there was a good few weeks, but there was a week's holidays, and we were short stone, and that took a week to come down. And as I said,
but between the jigs and the reels, I understand that can be. Are we talking about 3-4 weeks?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they had to drill at the start. The whole thing, all this concrete had to be dug up, drilled up, and taken away. That took a lot of time alone. I have no grass, so the whole back is all decorative stone, plus the patio.
The patio is gorgeous. It's absolutely superb. The gorgeous pebbling stone is just a lovely thing to walk upon. It's kind of a goldy, multicoloured, and then on top of that you have the most beautiful wooden gazebo. That's a gazebo, isn't it? Is that what they call them?
Pergola.
Pergola, tell you. There you go. That's what it is.
I'll tell you a good one, Neil.
And then gorgeous shrubs in the loveliest kind of long concrete troughs. Beautiful.
Yes, and that was for me because I wanted something where I could put in a few plants myself and walk away. Like, Neil, I can get up every day and I'm pottering. I was out there. Actually, I had got a few lights my neighbour put up in the pergola, right? And the last few nights, you'd laugh at me. I got out of bed. I was telling Seamus, and I just went down and I stood and I looked out at it. I just keep going down and looking out at it.
She'll be moved to tears, I'd say, down there.
Moved, and you laugh at this one now. We were married 34 years on Saturday, and we had dinner out in the patio Saturday night.
You wouldn't have had dinner out there 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago.
No, Tom said to me, I have a table booked for 2, he says, out in the patio. So it was gas, and we're laughing. To change, looking back in it, I didn't realise how bad it affected me. There was a dark cloud over me, and from the day I spoke in the show, the first few days were very emotional. I was all over the place, but it was a healing process, because when my parents died and that happened, I stopped. I didn't grieve. I knew, and I just went through a whole crazy turmoil.
Oh, for God's sake, you're at your father's funeral and your mother dies at the funeral. I mean, that's...
But I have a sense of peace.
I know.
It's something personal. Like, I'm so happy. I'm at peace.
And you've also delivered on your promise to your mum and dad.
Yeah, it is. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's a very personal thing to try to explain.
I think it's fantastic. And I just want to have a quick word with Paul from Southern Green Homes. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Neil.
I'm speechless. I really am. It's just the most incredible job, and all free of charge. I think also, and this doesn't surprise me, Cork Builders Providers came on board as well. They're a great company. Did they come on board?
They did. Cork Builders Providers in the north side, Neil. A lad by the name of Sean Toomey. I'll be honest and truth with you. We got about 60% of the materials in there in Cork Builders and free of charge.
It's just an amazing, happy story. It's a great end to it.
So...
Terrible
brilliant
start.
to see us from.
Yeah.
And obviously, Alan and Martin, the work that they carried out, first class as always,
But it's not as if you're not busy as it is, because you're just up the walls turning business away. But
I know.
Yeah, but you found the time.
I did.
Why did you do it?
Well, Neil, look, I mean, to be fair, pulled on my heartstrings as well,
Yeah. Without a doubt.
And that was it, And look, I'm grateful that I'm in a position to be able to help, and make life easier and more enjoyable for them.
I think it's unreal. I've seen the videos, I've seen the photographs. I'm comparing them constantly to the before and after, and I can't believe it's the same back.
Yeah. as I said, Alan and Martin, the work, they're awesome. They're fantastic. They're great lads. You know?
Did they give of their time?
No, well, it was on my time, but they just give it their all with it, you know.
It's a fabulous story. So when are we having the barbecue now, Catherine?
Oh, I'm telling you, anytime my doors are open, it's like Patrick Street. Anybody is welcome. And look, as I said, Paul, I can't thank Paul enough, and Sean, Toomey, and Alan and Martin, and yourself, Neil, yourself, and the show. Like, must say, RedFM were so kind. The day I rang, I never met such kind-hearted people. And Seamus Whelan, I'm sorry for all the crying. I cried on that phone to that man so many times.
Well, it's tears of joy now. It's tears of joy now.
I can't, as I said, from the bottom of my heart, to RedFM, Neil, yourself, Sean, the staff, and Paul, you're just a fantastic, kind-hearted man. You've changed our life. We can sit out. The doors are opened. I'm looking out at it. I'm not, honest to God, I just can't say how thrilled I am. And the response on the show from people, like, there is kindness. Kindness outweighs evil. It always will.
Time after time after time, Cork people always come up from.
And I will forward this kindness myself. And I think anyone, and I've always believed this, Neil, if anyone shows kindness to you, pay it forward, and it'll keep rolling, and the world will be a better place. I will do something for somebody along the line. I will pay it forward, because
well said.
They've changed our life, honest to God, Paul.
May you have many a happy day and night, and may the sun always shine on the back of it.
Absolutely,
all right,
Neil, and we'll be out there all the time. And
cheers.
As I said, thanks a million to everybody.
Delighted. It's done, and let you enjoy it now. Thank you, Catherine.
Okay,
look after yourself.
And
God bless.
You.
Take
bye-bye.
care. Just finally, again, Paul, take a bow on that one, because she is so grateful. What advice would you give to people who are planning on getting work done? What's the rule of thumb?
Neil, I suppose realistically, recommendations are key.
Yeah. So looking at photographs on Facebook and thinking that that's the work that these characters would have done, or somebody calling to your door and all that kind of thing, be cautious.
Exactly. Be cautious. And recommendations, recommendations are key. That's it.
Fantastic. Go and have a look at what they do actually yourselves, southerngreenhomes.ie.